All right, little Trill, here we go. All right, your first word is play. I have to say, I thought this interview would start with Catherine in the bathroom talking to herself.
Yeah.
That's
Still time.
honestly, it's really honestly what I was waiting for. So if I was to create a situation in my head, Catherine, are you like making a makeup tutorial in the bathroom one day and you hear the guys in the kitchen singing and think, I've got to go run and record this? Like, is that, it's a brilliant start to every TikTok, and I want to know how that idea came to be.
I don't know how it came to be.
Well, it started with Flea Fly. You were literally in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then you just like were like, I need to make a TikTok. We haven't done any TikToks.
I actually think I was in the bathroom doing my hair the very first day we did it, and I heard them like singing something. So I was like, all right, I have my phone. So I whipped it out and I was like, all right, here we go. So I like ran out and did it, and they like sounded decent. So it was like, let's keep doing this.
Yeah, the one day they sounded decent. Yeah.
We never did.
Yeah.
But.
Right. All right. So let's start off by singing, because that's what you guys do best. We play a little game on this show called Song Association. I think you've heard of it.
Yes.
You have also covered every song on the planet, so this shouldn't be too difficult. You've also played the game a couple times on your TikTok already. So I if there's any missed words, I don't know who we have to blame, but
Will.
Like this guy.
it's gonna be Will. It's absolutely gonna be Will. Lil Trill, you want to kick us off? Here's what I was thinking. We go around the group. I'll give one person a word, and then of course the rest of the group can chime in, and you guys do what you do best. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, Lil Trill, here we go. All right, your first word is play.
Oh my goodness.
Keep playing games with my heart.
Keep playing games with my heart. I got you, girl. Let's go.
All right, good mic check. Good mic check.
Yeah, mic check was great.
The look on Aaron's face was priceless. It was absolutely perfect. The look of, are we actually starting like this? It's fine. We tried. All right, so Will, way to go on the first word. You missed it, bud. Well done.
Come on, Will.
It's okay. I'm gonna next time.
All right, let's redeem it. Word number 2. All right, your word. Let's go, Aaron. You want to start it off? Your word is whisper.
Whisper. Whisper.
Let's whisper.
Yeah, we know the song's called Careless Whisper.
That was brilliant. There's never been a guest on this show that's sung no lyrics and just absolutely.
There's always a first for
I have a
us.
joke. I beatbox for a reason, you know.
That was, I get it. That was just now. Well, Aaron, let's go to you then, man. Is this something is this a talent you were born with, or did you have to like work on it and hone it and master that? Like, I just picture you as a kid making every sound in the world and your mother just absolutely hating it, but then it turns into you get to back up this incredible group.
Kind of both. Yeah, I mean, I was an annoying child for sure. I won't shy away from that. Adult. But I've been beatboxing since I was a kid. I mean, my friends and I used to jam, like rap, beatbox, sing. I quickly realized I didn't sing very well, so I just learned how to beatbox. And I was always the one backing all my friends. And then I learned a cappella was a thing, like when I was like 10 or 11. I kind of kept practicing because I really wanted to do an a cappella group. Even though I didn't have an outlet at the time, I just kept practicing. High school, I did some a cappella with an actual group at my school. And then college, TRILLS formed. So I've been doing a cappella for, 10 years now, something like that. So just kind of getting better as time goes along. It's just, I've been beatboxing for probably 12 years or something like that.
It shows. It absolutely does. And it's I'm so jealous because it's something I cannot do. I have no, and I can see the nods all around the group. They can't do it either. And it's so, it's just something very few people can do and do well. And man, it's you, I'm going to say right now, you carry the TikTok. I'm going to say it right now.
Yeah. Hands
Right?
Robot.
when you're singing a cappella, that's always what you fall back on is the music, right? The music or the beat is really going to drive you, and that's why I just had to start off with props that just to you, Aaron, because it's incredible what you do. And that's it. That's our show. Thank you so much for joining us. Leroy, you want to take word number 3 for us, bud?
All
right.
Man, yeah, sure.
Your word is believe.
Do you believe in love after love, love after love after love, Sing the bass. Do you believe in love after love? And we ended there because I don't know any other words.
Wait, that was kind of sick.
The echoes were my favorite part. Yeah.
That's the best part.
It was almost like a Supremes backup a little bit right there. It was really good.
Usually I'm singing this low, and so it's very uncomfortable when I'm like,
Live in love after love.
Well, I was going to say, I love that the bass of the group jumped to falsetto to pick this song. That's an interesting turn.
see, when I spend a lot of my days recording part tapes for our soprano, I just kind of forced to figure out my falsetto. So you'll hear me like in my basement recording arrangements, and I'm like, it's not a great picture.
Sorry to all the listeners.
Sorry about that.
I also wanted to compliment you guys on your natural progression of media interviews. So you start with, the lowbrow Kelly Clarkson, and then you end up here, which is just, is fantastic, the progression. But let's talk about your month of December, because you also went to the Ravens game and sung the national anthem.
Yes.
Are you... Who was anyone could take this? Was there an impulse at first to go with like a Mariah Carey 10-minute version and just carry it out forever? Was that I know Nick would have loved to do it, but
No, you know what? Any other time I would. I love the light. I love but at this moment, I just wanted to get the words. I just wanted to get the words and hit my high notes, and I wanted to leave that field as soon as possible. And as soon as we finished, I literally went, because that's scary.
Yeah.
it is scary. And what people don't get is the American national anthem is actually a tough song to sing. It's an entire octave range, and the arrangement that you guys had planned out for it, it's actually a difficult gig, honestly. And so you guys pulled it off miraculously. And then one word, anyone can take it, on the Kelly Clarkson show. I mean, my God, what the kind of confidence that's got to give your group. To have someone like that in front of you giving you affirmation.
Yeah, absolutely. It was surreal to look on the screen and be literally talking to Kelly Clarkson, a lot of our idols, literally American Idol. But it was crazy to think she's talking to us, knowing our names, and we're talking to her at the same time, talking about our work, what we've been doing. We've been working so hard, and it just made it so much more worth it to say, hey, she likes this. We're doing it for a reason. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely, yeah. And the amount of followers you have and all of this coming together is a huge accomplishment. But when it's someone who's been through the ringer and made a name for herself in this industry, staring you guys in the face and saying, "No, you're legit," I mean, that's got to feel incredible.
Yeah, well, the wild thing is it was so fast too. We were in a waiting prep room. They threw our screen on. It was we had the interview immediately off, and it was just so fast. And it's it took me a few minutes to even kind of realize what just happened. So I was sitting there, and I'm like,
yeah.
We said,
I think we actually did stare there for a couple more minutes too. We're like, are we still on? Not really sure. We're just kind of flabbergasted at what just happened.
You're still staring at the screen now. We're gonna cut to her in a second. It's fine. Yeah. All right. Let's go back to some singing. William, you want to take us on word number 4?
I'll do my best.
All right. Word number 4 is believe. No, we did that one already. We're cutting back.
You believe in love.
Sung by Shakira. It went from Cher to Shakira real quick.
Word number 4, William, is high.
What's the spelling of the word high?
H-I-G-H. I love that. We'll restart the clock. H-I-G-H. Here we go.
Sing it. Listen.
I don't know anything.
I gotta stay
high all the time to get you off my mind. All the time to get you off my mind. I don't know anymore.
It falls out. You know the movie Pitch Perfect when they do their song battles. That's how it all just sort of falls out in the end. It's beautiful. Well done, Will. You got it. Nailed it. All right, let's go to number 5. Nick, you want to take this one? Mm-hmm. All right, buddy. The word is call.
So call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number. So call me maybe. Before I came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad.
Do you ever stand back and just can you guys hear yourself when that happens? Like I give you a word, you break into this, and I tell you the sound you guys make is something else. It really is. This whole thing is going to be compliments for the rest of the episode. I tell you. There are certain a cappella groups that you'll see, that you'll watch. That they do a great job, but there's those ones that just also hit and that just make sense and just really get into you. And I think I'm going to tie it to the first line of your TikTok, which says that you are a family from Baltimore, which I love. You're not a group of friends. You're not just randoms thrown together. You are a family from Baltimore. And when you guys sing, you can really hear that, right? You can hear that family mesh that comes together. So even when say Nick goes off on his, 8-bar run, you guys love that and acknowledge it and you celebrate it. And then you come back as a family and you all still sound as one. So I don't know who wants to take this question, but how do you explain what you guys have been able to accomplish? Because you sound like a family, you all celebrate each other's sound, and when you come together, I don't hear 6 voices, you really hear one. And that's that's the point of an a cappella group, and that's really what you get from your group. So I know I'll shed a tear for a second too, but does anyone have any thoughts on why there's that family dynamic that you guys can all just come together so easily?
Like when you think of the difference between family and friends, it's like you have friends, you might go to a school, you meet these friends, you have things in common, and something happens, you're just not friends anymore a lot of times. It's just what happens in life. And in family, it's like you go through the stuff, but when you're going through that stuff, your family's more defined, and like we are together because we are a family, and nothing that we go through, because we've been through a lot. I mean, since the start, really from college, it's been about 7 years, and the group that we're in now, it's almost 4. But we've been through a lot in those years, including COVID. But through that, like we've been a literal family, being there for each other through outside of music stuff, but just through life stuff. And so when we get to sing, it's all of that is knitted in all of those songs that we sing. It's all about also our relationship and how we are a family.
And would you say one of the most horrific things we've all gone through, being the pandemic, do you think in a way that kind of was a blessing for you guys and really brought you guys together and are kind of the reason the Trills are a thing we have today?
Like even when we could not be together, like we still had to, we had to communicate literally every single day to keep content coming out. So like when lockdown was like very intense and very like strict, we still, just kind of represented what a family is, and we just sent audio memos and like personal videos of us just sitting in our closet to make TikTok work. So it's like yes, we were together when things were safe, but even when we literally could not be together, we were still making it work. It was hard and it sucked, but we still made pretty decent content.
And all that hard work during the pandemic is going to result in 6 statues out front of Townsend University. So it's fine, right? Just, well, you guys just chilling next to Amy Schumer maybe would be fine. But Catherine, you want to take the next word for us?
Oh, see, I usually give the word in the TikToks. I don't know how this is going to go.
You can run into the bathroom and start it if you want.
Yeah, let's go.
No, I'm kidding. Your word is funny.
Funny?
Oh, come on. Justin Bieber song? I feel funny. Oh,
that's a good one.
Yeah, you got it.
That's a ain't it funny? All the twisted games, all the questions you used to avoid. Ain't it funny? Remember I brought it up and you told me I was paranoid. You betrayed me. I know that you'll never feel sorry for the story I heard. Yeah, you talked to her when we were together. You and your love, that didn't matter. It took 2 weeks. You know I'm a dater. Yes, you need. You're still a traitor.
Yeah, that worked.
Come on.
Help for that one.
Leroy, being the music teacher that you are you usually the one the group goes to set up arrangements?
Primarily, yeah. Me and Will usually kind of go back and forth a lot more recently. So like our Christmas EP is like half and half arrangement wise. So we've been really working together with that. But some of like the content that we make, a lot of that is me. Yeah.
How difficult is that? Because, and would you say when you're arranging for your kids or for you or for anyone else, like, are you focused on a certain sound for the Trills? Like, do you know all the voices, you know what they can all do? Are you guys arranging knowing what the group has to give you and kind of building off that?
Yeah, a lot. Well, when we first started, a lot of our arrangements were literally sitting in a circle and just singing together and just like, hey, try this. Oh, that doesn't work. Try this. Hey, that worked. Let's do that. You harmonize with that person. Let's see how that works. So now being able to take that experience into just like by myself in the studio arranging, a lot of it is knowing everyone's voices, but also some of it is like, hey, let's try this, bring it to the group, and we do it, and it's like, okay, this sounds good. Could be better if we do it this way. I always asking them, like, hey, like, how can we make this work best with your voice and like what we were trying to do for the whole picture? So it is still a very much collaborative effort.
I love that. And well, I think you all still have like the right impulses. You can tell even through the TikTok, they're not all planned out 100%. You can tell like they're really much impulse in the moment. And you all do it. So like the beauty of acapella is all comes down to choices, right? The right choices each singer has to make, because you're taking such songs that already have they have such a platform already. Some songs that are so famous already. And your job is to now tear them down and build it up as the Trills. Constantly, again and again, you guys seem to make the right choices. And I think that's what makes your group the success it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, that was compliment number 6, by the way.
1 per trill.
All right, let's go. Little Trill, you ready for another word?
Yeah. I'm ready for my emotion.
All right. Your word is nothing.
Oh. I have nothing. Nothing. Don't make me close on the door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there.
Don't walk away from me.
Get it.
Yes.
We really should know that song.
that?
Man.
I know that song.
My favorite was Catherine just sort of swaying in the background like, yeah.
I don't know this one.
And Leroy, meant the faces you make are like, I see it all the time in your TikToks, and they're just exactly what I would expect. They're so perfect.
I wish I
So
knew the
good.
face that I make. Everyone always comments on it, and I just don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just my like
Yeah, it's like-
squinty eyes.
Think
They
they
do.
Or my
I
eyes
do.
disappear. It's just cheeks and forehead.
It's beauty is what it is. It's so good. 3 more words to go. Who wants to take? Nick, you want another one? All right, your word is dance.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna be with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Dance with somebody. I wanna be with
Deep with Nice.
I always go like a little bit too long.
I was trying to figure out how to match it up with Dance Monkey. Couldn't do it.
Wow.
Oh, no one has done that. No one's just mashed up into a different song.
That's our next
Ooh,
one.
all right, we're doing that next then.
You've got 2 words left to make it happen. All right. So who wants to start us off? Will, do you want to start us off then?
Let's try.
All right, buddy. Your word is dream.
No, you got it. Come on, man.
Kevin, come on!
No, go, no. Dream. Dream on. Come on.
Dream on! Dream on! Dream on! Dream on!
Wait, I was gonna mash it up. Ah.
If there is any place to go musical theater, it would have been right here. I'm just saying.
Yes.
You can't see it now, but I do have I Dreamed a Dream written beside this word because I thought for sure.
Oh, man.
Fine.
See, this is the thing with being 6 people. We love our family, but also there are so many different ideas, and you're like, who's going to say their idea first? Oh, I'll wait for their idea, because we're a family, and we love each other. So, sometimes we just kind of jump in and say our idea.
I do want, before we end, I do want to ask, because it seems to be a big thing you guys are involved in, and I know nothing about it, and there may be someone else who doesn't know anything about it either. Can you explain to me what is ICCA?
Ooh.
Because it seems to be a big thing for you guys, and I just want to know what it is.
ICCA is the International Championship of Collegiate Acapella. Yeah, I beatbox for a reason. It is the competition that's in Pittsburgh to kind of tie everything together. We did it for 3 years when we were in college. It's only a college competition. So our sophomore, junior, and senior year of college, we competed. And our first and third year, we made it all the way to the finals, which is in New York City. So that was like top 10 rank out of the 400 groups that competed. So that was a pretty large part of our history in shaping just our sound and learning how to grind and just really work towards something. So we credit a lot of our current sound to that competition.
So it's like the Daytona of cheer is basically like the ICCA is basically.
Yeah.
I mean, what you saw in Pitch Perfect is pretty accurate to the reality of the actual competition, minus the like crazy lights and people flying and puking everywhere.
I don't know.
Other than that,
Yeah.
finals actually there are some pretty crazy lights, so it is pretty close.
You know what? And it's something that's kind of unique, I would say, to the United States. Like, we have nothing like that here in Canada.
Relatively, but so Canada's actually in the bracket. They actually are in the ICCA. So
Are they?
a lot of the schools near the bracket, like University of British Columbia, so UBC, I know was in it. There's definitely some.
The school that's 20 minutes away from me, you telling me, is in this bracket?
Yes.
Well, let me turn off my hockey game and I'll go check that out. Perfect. Is this the original group? Like, were all of you actually in? Like, it started, I think, 2015, I think I read. So who's the OG of this group?
I got this. Okay. This
There's a whole story
This is
to
my
this.
question. I was answering. Okay. So we started in college, and it was the 3 of us. One, two. Aaron,
2 guys
Leroy,
matching.
Katie, Catherine. And we met on the second day of college when it was raining, and we just kind of hung out and we started singing in a dorm, and then like a week later we entered a talent show, and we won the talent show. So we were like, let's keep going. So we auditioned in new people, and then some people left, some people joined, and then this has been the group ever since we graduated.
Yeah. So Will came in the second semester that we were in school, and then Nick the next year, then Missy the year after that.
But literally the second day of school, the 3 of us were like jamming, and we were like, we should start an acapella group. It was crazy. Freshman
It's
year.
kind of just meant to be, right? It's starting Apple in a garage. Like, it's kind of, there's all these stories that exist, right?
It did start with me and Aaron trying to flirt on the same girl at an open mic, and then having to meet that way. So it was all fate.
Wasn't me.
It did not work out for either of us. It's okay.
Do you think beatboxing or like a smooth bass would like get a girl better? Like, which one has the better success rate?
I didn't say.
Aaron just said bass. Bass. Absolutely. I hope none of you have plans to leave. Obviously, this seems like it's going strong. And you seem like you all are sort of self-sufficient. I couldn't believe in my research that we have a photographer, we have a wealth management, we have teachers, we have people arranging, we have a guy who looks good without a shirt on. Like, you just have the whole.
Talking about Will.
I didn't.
Awesome.
I didn't say who. I just said you have. Like, you just have like a whole. I know you might have management, but you don't really need it. You guys have a great thing going here.
Most of the stuff we do is in-house. So I mean, like the majority of our production, all of our photo videos, all of our social media management, our bookkeeping, we do everything in the house that we can. So
We record in my basement.
That's true.
Love the fact that I know from like when you're making art, artists want to be in control of everything, and the fact that the 6 of you get to actually be in control of everything is great now, and it's going to prove to be even more valuable, I'm sure, as you go in the future. Okay, we're not gonna have anyone take this word. Anyone who wants to jump in can jump in.
Cool.
It's a final word. I don't know what the score is. I'm sure we're at a perfect score right now.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Mason.
Your final, the final word is mountain.
Ain't no,
Is it mountain?
Yeah.
ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough.
just keep me from getting to you, babe.
Another word? Another mountain?
Mash it.
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. Call me no matter where you are. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe.
I started this whole thing because I want free concerts from my favorite TikTok people, and you saw right through it. I know. Well, thanks. And you guys absolutely delivered. What is next on? There's a VidCon coming up? Is that the next thing for you guys? Someone want to explain that and what's going on there?
Yeah, so VidCon is a convention that happens in Anaheim, California. It used to be based in like just YouTube creators and people like that, but it's kind of expanded into TikTok and more social media like that. Yeah, so it's we're one of the featured creators this year, and we get to perform a 30-minute set on the stage, and we're just very excited to be there. Meet and greet. Yeah, meet and greet, some of these kind of fun panels and just great things like that.
Yeah. Every day I realize how much of a big deal it is. Like I'm excited for us to meet a lot of people and get to meet like some of our fans and stuff, but also I'm just noticing like what big thing we're a part of. Like people go to see their favorite entertainers, their favorite influencers, and it's cool to be in that group that people might want to see and meet and see perform. It's super humbling. Yeah.
That's incredible. Well, guys, good luck at VidCon. Thank you so much for doing
you.
this. I can't believe, again, that you're actually sitting in front of me. This is incredible. And it's amazing what you guys have done. Congratulations on all the success. And again, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having us.